Hello student, welcome to my class. Today I am going to continue class 10th history chapter 1 and the name of the chapter is the rise of nationalism in Europe. So we have already completed our two part in this chapter and this is actually the third part of the chapter. In the first part we discuss about the nation state and nationalism. We discussed the characteristic of nation state and modern state. We also discussed how nationalism spread in France, history of France and Napoleon rule in France. And then in the second part of our chapter, we discussed what was happening in other parts of the Europe when the French Revolution and Napoleon rule was going on in France. So let's continue our chapter further. So in this part we are going to basically discuss about conservatism and revolutionaries. So all this thing conservatism and revolutionary we will discuss one by one. So first let's start with conservatism. So what is conservatism? This word conservatism has come from the word conserve. Conserve means to preserve or to protect. So what this conservatism wanted to protect? They wanted to protect the traditional values of the society and they were completely against any kind of changes and innovation. Because they used to believe that any changes which coming in the society is against our tradition, it's harming our tradition, so change is harmful. And so, because they wanted to preserve the traditional values, so what used to happen in the past? The people used to give lot of importance to the church. So, these conservative peoples wanted the importance of church should remain and the power should be given back to the church. And they also wanted that hierarchy which is present in the society. What are this hierarchy? Some people are on the top, some people are in the middle and some people are at the lower level of the society. So this society hierarchy should be maintained in the society because it is our traditional values. They were so opposed of the changes and the innovation that suppose even if the changes due to science and technology is happening, they were against it. Even if the science and technology is coming and machines are being used, then they used to consider it as the harmful because it's taking back the employments of the people. So any changes which is happening in the society according to them is not good. So they don't wanted any kind of change. You know, I will talk about the Napoleon defeat in the first part of our video, where in the Battle of Waterloo he was defeated. So after the Napoleon was defeated, the European government, the European countries which defeated Napoleon, they realized that all those changes and modernization which were brought from the Napoleon side is actually wrong. It actually against our tradition. It has created many problems. So we should agree with the conservative viewpoints because the conservatives are talking about protecting the values, protecting the tradition. So they thought that Napoleon modernization has done wrong things and so the ideas of conservatives are correct. And then with the ending of the Battle of Waterloo, Treaty of Vienna was signed. So which were the countries who involved in Treaty of Vienna? These countries were those countries who defeated Napoleon and they were Britain, Russia, Austria and Prussia. And then they signed the treaty and in this treaty they wanted to do settlement for the Europe. They wanted to Europe problem to be settled for once and for all. And they don't wanted any wrong thing done by the Napoleon should continue. So they wanted to undone all the wrong things which was done by Napoleon. And so they made a Treaty of Vienna which include the terms like first and foremost, as they agree with the conservative, they restore the monarchy in the France because they believe that all the traditional values should be conserved. And so there was a rule of monarchy before Napoleon, right? So which dynasty used to rule the France before Napoleon, it was Bourbon dynasty. So they gave the power to the Bourbon dynasty and restored the power to them. They don't wanted France to expand in the future. They don't wanted France to expand its boundary in the future. In order to make sure that the France don't expand its boundary in the future, what they did? They set up small state in the boundaries of the France, so that even if France want, they cannot expand in future. And then some territories were given to the winning countries, like Persia got the territory in its western boundary, Austria got a territory in North Italy, and Russia got a part of Poland. But all the 39 state of confederation of Napoleon was not disturbed. It was remain untouched. So these were the terms of Treaty of Vienna. Now, after the conservative regime, that is monarchy, was restored in France after 1815, what were the steps they taken? The first and foremost step they took was conservative regime was restored, means monarchy was restored. All the power of monarchy was given to them, and then the power was also given to the church. And third, they imposed the censorship. A strong and strict censorship was imposed, and they were not at all ready to listen to any criticism or disagreement from the people. They were completely against expression of any thought which were against monarchy, which were against church. So they imposed strict rules for censorship. Now we will discuss about revolutionaries. So who are these revolutionaries? Actually, these were the people who were not agree with the ideas of conservatives, and they consider the conservative steps extremely wrong, and they did not believe that Napoleon was completely wrong figure. They of course believed that yes, some of the steps taken by Napoleon was wrong, but he was not completely a wrong figure. They said this, those who believed in revolutionary ideas, they said that the strong army, the good bureaucracy, dynamic economics, all those steps which were taken by Napoleon is actually correct, because it connect the people with each other and make them independent. It does not make them dependent on any other country. So they presented a different ideology in front of conservatism. This revolutionaries was extremely angry with all those steps taken by the conservatives, because they were suppressing the freedoms and equality of the people. But because they cannot express their opinion openly now, because there is a very strict rule now, there was strict censorship now, so they cannot express their opinion freely and openly. So what they did? They made a secret societies and started spreading their ideas of liberties and other revolutionary ideas secretly and slowly. They are called revolutionaries because they believe in revolution. They believe in change. They wanted to have a revolution and change the monarchical government once again. So there were many ideas of revolutionaries. The important ideas of revolutionary was to spread the idea of nationalism, because they said that if we want to bring the revolution, if we want to bring the change, then first and foremost people should have the ideas of nationalism in their heart. Because if you don't have nationalism, love for your country and proud for your country inside your heart, you will never fight for the country. So first and foremost, the idea of nationalism should spread. And then this idea of nationalism will only help us to establish the nation state. And then they were completely against monarchy, so they opposed the monarchical rule. And they wanted all the freedoms of the France people which was given to the France, like rights to equality, rights to freedom. All these rights, all this freedom should be restored to the people, should be given back to the people. So there were many revolutionary at that time, but one revolutionary was very important, which is discussed in your book, is Giuseppe Mazzini. Giuseppe Mazzini was the very important revolutionary of that time. He was an important revolutionary from Italy, and he already went to the jail many times because of his revolutionary activity, because of his secret activity, because of his revolutionary idea. He served in jail earlier also. He was the member of a secret society in Carbonari. And apart from being the member of secret society in Carbonari, he made two more secret society. One is Young Italy in Marseilles and second is Young Europe in Verne. And then he wanted the unification of Italy. He wanted to make Italy a single unit, united unit. And he was completely against monarchy, as he said that God has not made man like this. God has made a single unit of mankind. All the nation has a single unit of mankind. So it is not correct to any monarchical rule to have a control over us, to rule over us, or to impose the censorship over us, or to curb our freedom. All this was actually wrong, and he opposes it from its full strength. He was in fact the famous and the leader of the revolutionaries idea. He lead other revolutionaries, and the other revolutionary actually follow Giuseppe Mazzini. So that's all for today's video, and we will continue this in the next part. And if you like my explanation, do subscribe my channel MP Social View. And thanks for watching and happy learning.